It is a good day to be an anime fan because the promised day has arrived. Golden Kamuy's third season has officially released. They all called us crazy for thinking there's even a slim possibility of this getting a third season because we probably didn't think it was popular enough to warrant another 12 episodes. But it's occurred, we're here, let's stand on the rooftops, let's shout Hinna Hinnas because the best cooking anime has officially returned. Golden Kamuy 1 and 2 was just amazing. It was such a weird mix and match of ideas from cooking to historical facts to a treasure hunt to action to comedy to slice of life. It was such a weird mix and match that on paper shouldn't work together, but somehow they did so flawlessly. This first episode of Season 3, I'd go as far to say, is the most polished episode of the TV anime to date. There was some production inconsistencies for sure with the first two seasons. I mean, look at the CGI bears and things like that. There's just a lot of sloppiness to it, but it was such a gripping show that you never really wanted to hate on it for looking a certain way or maybe just not nailing a certain idea it went for. But the first episode here just sucks you right back in, reminding you what cliffhanger we left off on with Season 2. Hsieh not knowing where she went, trying to track her down. And honestly, from the animation to the vocal performances to the silliness to the more extreme, I mean, did you see how fluid that hand-to-hand combat was at the end of the episode? Every time someone was punched, you felt the weight of every punch. Holy shit, I don't know what happened, if the staff's just a little more comfortable animating this, if they completely shifted around the staff, but visually it looks striking. Like that Wolverine and Bear fight, holy shit, did that look good. I was okay with just that alone for spectacle, and then you end with a great fisticuffs, and I'm like, this show's gonna be on a roll, it seems like. I think it definitely helps that these are like, they're split cores, or they're just, they're a couple years apart. On that topic, I'm wondering if we are gonna get a Season 4. Maybe I'm being a little too greedy, because Season 3 shouldn't have even happened, but what if we got closer to the end of Season 3 and they announced that, hey, coming into spring of next year, we're gonna get another season? Wouldn't that be mind-blowing? But it just feels good. It feels like the wait allowed for the team to refine and reflect on how they want to continue to adapt this amazing show. And that's why I love Gino's studio. They just adapt weird things. And if it does stick the landing, and seemingly Golden Kamuy must have done so for them, they're going to probably keep on adapting it as long as there is material. And I don't know how much material is left to adapt in this. I know it's an ongoing source material, but there's always the risk of catching up, and then by the time there's more material, there's no use adapting anymore. The first episode, though, of Season 3, it basically had one job and one job only, it feels like. Right away, suck you back into the cliffhanger of Season 2 and keep the momentum going strong. With the whole idea of Sugimoto and Hsieh kind of not together anymore, it's a huge deal, and the idea of them immediately just trying to track her down and then honestly getting leads, I was like, are they really going to find her that easily? There's got to be some, but yeah, they find her, but... And the but was, yeah, they didn't even find her at all. They just find other girls that are part of the same race, and then you just get more cooking shenanigans, or you get bar fights, and it's a wide variety of ideas that is just fun. Like, the ridiculousness that this series has always been known for is alive and well. You don't have Sugimoto holding up almost naked pictures of his allies when approaching old women and children, being like, is this what she looks like? Oh, that's the wrong picture. That shit had me rolling, and I honestly forgot about how ridiculous the comedy can be in this show, but it reminded you right in your face, and you could not look away or stop laughing. You get the dick jokes, and you just get all the random shenanigans, or Sugimoto getting sucker punched in the face, hardly flinching, and then sucker punches right back, causing him to basically make a rush and not be able to fight in a tournament, so now he has to do so. But you know what, we only need Sugimoto, you Japanese, you don't know what you're doing, and then they all get fired up and kick all their asses. What an amazing show. Honestly, it may just be because it's been a little bit since we've watched Golden Kamuy's Season 1 or 2, but there's something about this episode that to me, it feels like I had the most fun with this episode out of any episode of Season 1 and 2, not because it's like exceptionally better, it's just like it took every idea that the series is known for and took the best aspect of those ideas and shoved them in one episode and gave us a little bit of cooking. Not a lot, but just little flavors, talking about the way something tastes. You get some historical facts with the culture once again, the idea of a summer and a winter home, which I always loved about Golden Kamuy, giving you that actual historical real information that if you do look it up, the author did their research and it's all real facts. We get the action, we get the comedy, we get honestly a better presentation than what I'm remembering from season 1 and 2. Obviously, they had their high points, but if I was to honestly criticize the production, I wouldn't be able to, because visually it didn't feel like it dipped. It was like the highest quality episode of Golden Kamuy to me. The voice actors feel like they've never left their performances, which is a great sign going forward for probably some of the more emotionally heavy scenes. We're reflecting on season 1 and 2, just everything about it, it just felt like we never left the series. I feel like a lot of times shows like these that aren't the biggest and most bold shows of the season that are going to have a cult following, if it's been a little bit, it feels like they kind of forget what made it special. Even if the source material's great, it feels like these studios, because now that you're being a little more risky, you're in your 3rd season, are we going to get funded for more? Is the production committee happy? Is the production committee going to make us do things we don't want to do, which is going to ruin what made the series great to begin with? It could have fallen so flat on its face. It could have been just the same as before. But it feels like this season, because of where season 2 left off, the narrative has honestly endless possibilities to do more creative, bold, and unique ideas. And the fact that we saw such a wide variety of trying to chase her down, trying to find her, and then getting roped up into cultural shenanigans to then just whatever we saw at the end of the episode and just the ridiculous comedy. Golden Kamuy is one of the most unique anime series I think that have ever existed, because not only can you joke about it being a cooking anime and have people be like, that's a funny joke, you can also have those same people being like, yeah, but in certain episodes it really is the best cooking anime. But it's actually a historical adventure trying to chase down a treasure map, and it shouldn't work in theory, but it does on paper, and these episodes just fly by. No joke, one of the fastest episodes of this season started up, first 5 minutes felt like 5 minutes, and then I looked and I was like, oh, why am I hearing the opening song? I'm like, holy shit, did that 23-ish minutes really fly by that fast? It just felt like every time someone was talking or something was happening on screen, you just wanted to see 20 minutes of that scene alone. And that's how you know Golden Kamuy is definitely on a roll, and it's probably going to be one of the better anime of this season. I have no idea if season 3 is going to be popular, either more popular than season 2. I mean, season 1 wasn't the biggest show, but I feel like season 2 definitely had a lot more hype behind it, because we were like, this is actually really unique. And the fact that we got season 3, I would imagine the fan base is growing larger by the day. But then again, this could be something that hardly anybody wants reviews of or wants to watch. But for me, this can be something that I will keep reviewing Golden Kamuy even if 2 people watch it until they stop making Golden Kamuy. This is such a refreshing show, and production better, storytelling seems tighter, everything about it just feels like we're on a much stronger roll for this season, and I hope they continue the momentum, because honestly, with them separated, there's a lot of possibilities, and who knows what's going to happen next week. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. What did you think? How would you compare Season 3, Episode 1 to the prior episodes, and how excited are you for next week? If you enjoyed the video, of course, leave a like to show your support, and hit that subscribe button if you happen to be new around here. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.